Hello everyone, so today I'm talking about Daredevil Born Again. Now what I'm about to do in this video is complain about the new Daredevil show a bit, but I think it's important to say that I love all of these actors because I love the old Netflix show, right? Even the ones they brought back for like 5 minutes, I'm genuinely happy that they're getting those fat Disney checks. This new show has its ups and downs, but even if it continues going down, it doesn't matter. These people can do no wrong in my eyes, and I hope that it gets 25 seasons and that the cast's great-great-great-grandchildren are set for life, okay? Alright, so with that said, here we go. Okay, so near the end of season 3 of Netflix Daredevil, Kingpin finds out Matt is Daredevil, and Matt makes a deal with him where Kingpin goes to jail and doesn't tell anyone Matt's secret in exchange for Matt not telling the feds about Vanessa being an accomplice to his crimes. But now, in Born Again, Wilson Fisk is out of prison and the newly elected mayor of New York. He was acquitted of all of his crimes because of FBI corruption, even though he was entirely behind the FBI corruption. I don't know. But anyway, that doesn't matter. He's out of prison. He's been completely absolved of his crimes, and he's the mayor. And he still knows that Matt is Daredevil, but he doesn't tell the public for some reason. Now, maybe this will be explained in season 2, I don't know. For example, like maybe Kingpin didn't want to win that way because he thinks that'd be too shallow of a victory or something. But as it stands right now, it doesn't really add up because you'd think Kingpin would want to hurt Matt with that information, you know? Because, he really hates that guy, right? And if Kingpin got off for this ridiculous amount of crime that he's done, then wouldn't Vanessa also be fine for being involved with those crimes too? And if Vanessa is fine, then there's no reason for Fisk not to reveal Matt's secret. Or I don't know, like send a squad of assassins to Matt's apartment or something. And okay, yeah, I know that the task force does end up getting sent there in the season finale, but that's only because it kind of happened to fit into Kingpin's grand scheme or whatever. I just personally think that he would have done it sooner for more emotional reasons. Like, this crazy chubby bastard loves revenge, okay? He loves violence. You think he'd get violent revenge as soon as possible, very emotional, violent revenge. Like, he got the call from his lawyer, who was like, hey, good news, you've been acquitted of all of your crimes for some poorly written reason. And Kingpin would be like, that is good news. I'm going to go get revenge now. Like immediately, that'd be the first thing he would say. He would leave the prison and then immediately. And maybe you're thinking, well, he could have just been upset that his wife was boinking some other guy, right? But wouldn't that just make him want to get revenge on Matt even more? Because he's the one who started this series of events that started with him getting arrested and led to his wife getting boinked by some other guy. But instead he just meets up with him at lunch and is like, don't be Daredevil anymore. I mean, this is the same guy who ripped a dude's chin off in this same season. He ripped this guy's chin off, but here he's like, okay, I've got my eye on you, Matt. Like, what? I don't know. And wow, that scene is great, right? At first, I thought he was gonna pop his head like that one part in Undercover Brother. You guys remember Undercover Brother? Anyway, yeah, I'd say that's the biggest reason that you would think that Kingpin would have either killed Matt or revealed his secret. But I noticed some other stuff too. First thing, he beat up those corrupt cops without a mask. And later they didn't really pursue why a blind lawyer was able to fight like that. Bit of a plot hole, no? Like, they weren't more curious about that? They were just like, you're a son of a boxer or some shit. And throughout the show, sometimes he'll be with a friend and he'll be like, I just heard a television from somebody's apartment down the street. And they'll be like, wait, what are you talking about? That's not a thing that people can normally do. How can you hear it so far away? And his response is like, oh yeah, it's a blind thing. You know, it's because I'm blind. I have super sense, I mean enhanced senses.
I'm so sorry. I just fell. You okay?
Yeah.
It's a blind thing. And then they're always like, oh, well, all right, then. That checks out. Or he'll say, you know, like, I'm a really good lawyer. That's the famous one, right? I'm a really good lawyer.
How did you just do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
Jesus Christ, great.
And that is just not a good enough reason. Okay, they'd be like, oh yeah, you're a really good lawyer. Okay, a really good lawyer with fucking superpowers, obvious. I mean, look at you. Look what you just did. A really good lawyer. I want an explanation right now. Thank you, sir. Do you think I'm a moron? Do you think I'm an idiot? Do you think I'm a buffoon? And then the bank robbery episode, which is not a very good episode, but whatever, that's not my point. In this episode, Matt convinces a bank robber to take him to the bathroom, and then he beats him up, knocks him out, right? And he doesn't like do it without him seeing him or something either. Like, this guy sees himself getting beat up by a blind man. So you would think that when he would wake up, he would go and tell his friends about the blind kung fu lawyer, right? Like he'd be like, yeah, guys, when I took him to the bathroom, he beat me up. I thought he was blind. I don't think that guy's blind, right? Like, sure, they won't automatically know he's Daredevil from that, but like, somebody is definitely gonna look into that, probably. They're probably gonna guess that he's some vigilante, right? I mean, the New York is crawling with him.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? A really good one.
Jesus Christ, great.
I don't know. It just, him hiding the fact that he can like do this stuff even though he's blind is kind of the big part of this, I thought. I don't know. Just seems like through one of these ways, Daredevil's secret probably would have come out. Okay. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Until next time.